Good morning, Bermuda. As Minister of Youth, Social Development, and Seniors, I am excited to share with you the additional services and programs that our ministry departments will be developing and implementing to support Bermuda's vulnerable populations, which include our children, our youth, our vulnerable adults, seniors, and persons with disabilities. These initiatives will help to strengthen the social fabric of the Bermuda community and reflect the government's unwavering commitment for improving the quality of life for Bermudians. As part of the mid-year budget review, the Ministry of Youth, Social Development, and Seniors has received a supplementary budget that includes $3,262,000 in current expenditure and $1,227,000 in capital expenditure for 2024-25 fiscal year. I'm pleased to outline how this funding will help develop and implement targeted programs and services in Bermuda's social sector. Let me first start with the Department of Child and Family Services, which has been given an additional $768,000 in funding to implement 3 programs, namely support of families in crisis that face sudden financial hardship crises such as immediate need for food, electricity, or medications. Vouchers will be made available to provide immediate assistance and support for those families who find themselves in these types of situations. The Department of Child and Family Services will reintroduce the Cross-Ministry Intervention Team, CMIT. This is a model to support an intensive family preservation program that will improve family functioning, avoid incidents of child maltreatment, and reduce foster care placement. This program will provide intensive home intervention services, which are based on best practice directly to our high-risk families. A family will require a minimum of 5 hours of face-to-face or telephone contact with the team per week. The team includes a social worker, behavioral specialist, and mental health counselor. The Department of Child and Family Services will issue a request for information to organizations in Bermuda that currently offer domestic abuse perpetrator programs. These organizations will then be invited to submit proposals for delivering these services. A 2022 review by Safe Lives UK highlighted a lack of perpetrator services in Bermuda and recommended the implementation of such services within the criminal justice system. The Safe Lives report found that 1 in 4 perpetrators are repeat offenders, with some having up to 6 different victims, and only 1% receive specialist services. The overall aim is to develop a comprehensive perpetrator response model for Bermuda that includes specialist treatment services. Moving to the Department of Financial Assistance, which has been given an additional $911,000. Investing in the well-being of vulnerable populations demonstrates the government's commitment to a compassionate and inclusive society. The Department of Financial Assistance recognizes the need for enhanced mental health services that is currently limited to 4 sessions per client annually. Increased funding will allow more sessions as needed for children and adults on financial assistance, thus improving mental health outcomes and fostering a resilient community. Also, the department notes that approximately 55% of financial assistance recipients are seniors needing regular health care. Additional funds have been allocated for personal home care to address the rising demand of seniors preferring to be cared at home with family. This will also ease the strain on nursing and residential home facilities, rest home facilities, and free up hospital beds for acute clinical needs. Financial assistance will provide a $100 monthly personal care allowance to its clients in rest and nursing homes to ensure they have necessary toiletries and personal care products. This will address a critical funding gap and enhance their comfort and quality of life. The remainder of the current account expenditure of $1,583,000 has been allocated to the ministry headquarters. It will support expanded youth programs, extended services for persons with disabilities, targeted daycare for seniors with disabilities, food services, and food insecure families, as well as housing support services for those suddenly homeless. The Eliza Doolittle Society will receive a grant to help provide nutritious food to individuals and families in need. Their Health Bag program offers healthier food options every week to persons who need support. Additionally, the ministry is allocating funds towards the plan to end homelessness in Bermuda. This will support housing options and early intervention services, providing a vital lifeline to persons who suddenly find themselves without a home. Our seniors will not be left behind. The Office of Aging and Disability Services will receive additional funds to assist seniors facing financial hardship and who do not have any family support. This will cover essentials like food and health services, helping them live with dignity and comfort. The K. Margaret Carter Center, which serves our persons with disabilities, will extend its service hours to better support clients with disabilities. The day program will now run until 5:45 p.m., allowing families and caregivers to work traditional hours, knowing that their loved ones are well cared for. With extra funding, KMCC will also offer full nursing services for clients with complex needs and establish a daycare program focusing on activities for aging clients with disabilities, enhancing their vocational skills, quality of life, and independence. The Office of Youth Affairs will receive an additional allocation of funding for its community enrichment programs for seniors, adults, and youth for the purchase of materials, equipment, and supplies to enhance the delivery of program courses. The Office of Youth Affairs will also extend daycare services for children of shift workers at the Sammy Davis Central Zone Community Center, ensuring parents and guardians can work late shifts without worrying about their children's safety. The Office of Youth Affairs will expand its before, after, and out of school programs at the Purvis, Francis Patton, and Elliott Primary Schools to support our parents. Lastly, the ministry was given a supplementary budget of $1,227,000 in capital expenditure. In summary, the Department of Child and Family Services will be acquiring 2 new vehicles to support the CMIT model of intensive family preservation. This model is designed to provide families with the intensive support they need to stay together and thrive in their home setting. The transportation will support travel to their homes. The Office of Youth Affairs will spend monies on needed facility upgrades at our youth community centers. These improvements will provide our young people and seniors with better resources and a safe, supportive environment to enjoy the services and programs that are offered. The capital expenditure will also lend to renovation at the Margaret Carter Center, I want to say KMCC, needed to implement an expanded senior daycare program, ensuring that our elderly population with disabilities receive the care and attention relevant to their needs. In addition to the Senior Day program for seniors with disabilities, funding will also be used to commence preparation work for a longer-term plan, which is to ensure that our seniors have greater access to daycare services, inclusive of dementia care services, providing more daycare options for families. All of these initiatives aim to strengthen the social services sector and build a stronger, more supportive community. Finally, the government is making a comprehensive investment in the social sector to support our community, reflecting its commitment to ensuring that Bermuda's progress benefits everyone and not just a select few. By addressing the critical social sector's needs and providing targeted support, these programs and services will improve the quality of life for many and support our vision for a fairer and better Bermuda for all. Thank you.
Morning, Minister.
Morning.
I'm Alvis Solomon from the Royal Gazette.
Hello, Mr.
I just
Sullivan.
have two questions. You mentioned support for the Department of Child Services for families in need. Has a survey been done, or will a survey be done to identify the amount of the types of families and numbers of families who will be assisted by the ministry under these initiatives?
Yes, so under these initiatives, our team was asked to go back to look at their caseloads and of those families who are experiencing hardship. And yes, families were identified. I can't give you the exact number, but the numbers were identified of those families, particularly in this instance, who need hardship support.
Okay, and my last question is about homelessness. This year, a lot has been done by the ministry and other organizations to put strike some efforts into it. Are you satisfied with the results so far, and what are some plans that are ahead under the campaigns to
Sure.
to effect it?
Under the Ministry of Public Works, we have already identified funds that will assist with the inventory of housing options, particularly for us here in Bermuda. Am I satisfied? I wish it was a lot faster. But I know that things take time and we are making steady progress as it relates to our housing inventory, but also in collaboration with other nonprofit sectors, with the Ministry of Youth, Social Development, and Seniors. We are definitely making headway in providing capacity building for our community so that people have a better understanding of what homelessness means in Bermuda. Next week, we actually celebrate, there's an Awareness Day, World Homelessness Day, which is next week, and we'll be having a conference on the Friday so that people also have the opportunity to capacity build around the topic of homelessness. And this has been an ongoing campaign. It hasn't stopped with the help of the charity Home, which has been very instrumental in getting the information and word out so that our community understands homelessness, because it's not just government's problem, it's not just community's problem, it's everyone's issue that we can hope to have some resolution and progress towards.
Thank you, Minister.
You're welcome.
Okay, Minister, thank you very much. And that concludes our press conference for today. Thank you.